Where's the beef? Gamer Podcast. Alright then, so welcome to a brand new episode of Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast. I'm Clint Maximus. Chris is in the house. How you doing, Chris?
What's up?
What you been doing today? What's happening?
Doomsday has been happening. Doomsday for all gamers in Lebanon.
Doomsday? Please be more elaborate.
So, PS5 recently released all over the world, November 19.
Mm-hmm.
And the prices here in Lebanon are insane. Not like, oh yeah, it's expensive insane. No, it's like out of space insane, alien insane. It's like something you can't believe insane. The second coming Jesus insane.
So like what's like the most expensive one you've seen then?
$1,500.
What? That's nuts. That's crazy.
And here's the thing, right? If it's a scalper, I understand. You know, some individual guy is selling it on OLX. OLX is basically the eBay for Lebanon. Okay,
Yeah.
I understand. It's your unit. Sell it whatever price you want. Sell it for $10K. I don't care. But when corner shops do this, right? It's scummy. It's the scum of the earth. Imagine GameStop is selling PS5 units for $1,000. Stuff like that, you know, can't happen in European countries or American countries. I mean, there's always, you know, under the table or whatever, but I'm talking about officially.
Yeah.
We're not gonna walk into the shop and be like, yeah, it's $1,000 console. No. And here they're not even like trying to hide it, you know, they're so proud of it. They're just posted on Facebook all over the groups. $1,100, $1,200, $1,250. And wait a minute, I'm gonna name all of these companies because I want every Lebanese people who's listening, don't buy from these corner shops ever again, because this is scummy business. No one's saying you don't have the right to sell at these prices, but there's something called, you know,
Ethics,
right? Moral ethics. I'm not saying don't like make money out of it, but there's a limit of how hungry you can get, you know? So Nets DVDs, $1,350. This guy's shop is in Junia. Fuck him, don't buy from him. Shadi Najjar, $1,200. The next day he lowered it to $1,100. And the funny part is he has the digital version for $800. The difference between the digital and the disc is $100. So at least if you're gonna lie about your prices, make a difference of $100. So if selling the disc for $1,100, sell the digital for $1,000. This is like it's like you're even saying more to the people that I'm actually robbing you. Abed Tahan is the most disgusting one yet, because Abed Tahan is like Walmart in America. Yeah, it's a big ass company selling it for $1,250. Shame on you.
Abed Dahan is selling it for $1,200.
Yes, shame.
That's horrible. That's not nice at all. Abed Dahan is like, it's like where, you know, like where you go to get electronics and stuff. It's supposed to be like one of those shops like in the States. So I don't know why they're selling it for that price.
Yeah, a huge company. Like like I said, Walmart, GameStop, Best Buy, you know. Imagine Best Buy, but then, you know, in Lebanon. Shame on Abed Tahan. They have all over the place in Lebanon, and they're selling it for this price. Shame on them. Don't ever fucking buy anything from Abed Tahan. And they are the worst companies ever. I remember I bought my laptop from them, $1,600, and the warranty was shit. They couldn't fix my laptop for They made me wait for months for them to try to fix it, and when they tried to return it to me, they said the warranty is expired. I'm like, I had the laptop to you guys 3 months before the warranty expired, so they kept fucking with me around all the time, so they can wait for the warranty to expire, so I don't have to fix my laptop.
Did they fix it in the end or no?
Nope. They just gave me a broken one. They just sent it back to me broken. Yeah, $1,600 down the drain. Shame on Abed Tahan. If anybody buys from them, I hope the company goes bankrupt. How much hate I have for that company. It's so scummy. It's like so scummy. Game Station, $1,000. Now, shops who did not steal from the clients, and you should buy from them, is ESI. It's the Nino store. It's Kuyumji and Spinis.
And how much are they going for?
Okay, so they're going for look, ESI sold it for 700, but the other one sold it for 650, and with the tax is like 670.
It's not bad. 700 is fine. It's like a couple
better than it's yeah, it's 650 and tax is like 100 Tau Lebanese.
Yeah,
which is okay. So but they're out of stock. You know what happened? So I was talking to my friend who has the shop and sold it for the reasonable price, 650. He said that the distributor, okay, he sold all of these shops very low quantity on purpose. Like Spinis got only 10 pieces. Spinis, the biggest fucking supermarket in Lebanon, got 10 pieces. All right? He did that on purpose so he would see, he would like, because he's like, he has to like put prices recommended by Sony. So he did that. Then he just kept all of the big stock with him. So he would sell them higher. He would see, people like craving about it. They would see like, when people start posting on social media, I have the PS5, and whatever. And everybody start to get hype and they get that like tip on the finger. They really want to buy it. And so he's now selling it for a lot more expensive. He has there's so much PS5 right now in stock, and he's forcing it to sell it for high prices, for $1,000, $1,200, $1,500. That's what he's doing. The distributor is forcing to sell these high prices because gamers, they're so passionate and they want the new console, and it's very predatory tactics. So please don't buy it. Nobody buy this. And the end of the day, when he has overstock, because another shipment is coming, when he has overflow stock and nobody's buying it, he's gonna be forced to lower it down. He's gonna be forced to lower it to the $650. So money talks. Talk with your wallet. Don't be an idiot and buy it. Of course, the rich kids are gonna go and buy them. We can't like, control that. But at least if you're like struggling and maybe you can take come up with some $1,000, don't do it. Don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth to struggle just so you can post on social media to say, I got it first, or I'm one of the first people who got the PS5. No one cares. You would look like an idiot. You would look like an idiot who got robbed for buying a console for $1,000 or $1,500. Please don't do it. This fuels the corner shops to sell high prices. The gamers on Lebanon, they always complain, oh, it's so expensive. It's so expensive because you keep buying them these high prices. Stop buying high prices and the prices will go down. Trust me, they will. Okay. Sorry. Rant over.
So that's basically your beef for today, I think.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's take a look into what's happening in the latest video game news today. We see that
You
Sony
have nothing
reminds...
to say? Okay.
No, what am I going to say, man? For one, I'm not in Lebanon anymore. But two, I do understand where you're coming from because, I mean, even like when it came to actually buying games at one point, it got really expensive for no reason. You know what I mean? Like games that would come out on the, because you know how Beirut is. Sometimes they get games like a week or 2 weeks before release date. All of a sudden, they're like $100, $90, and we're talking PS4. It's like, well, why is it going for that price? You know what I mean? That's why I just ended up buying everything digitally. Didn't even bother anymore.
Especially when it's FIFA and Call of Duty.
Fuck that. Honestly, man. I wonder how much Call of Duty Cold War is going for in Lebanon right now. It's like $100.
100. I think it's 110.
Stupid. So stupid. A game that's like $59.99 online. Come on, honestly. I wonder how much.
It's 70, right? Cold War is now 70, like Demon Souls.
Maybe for the PS5 version, yeah, but not the PS4 version.
Really? I think the bundle one, maybe it's.
Oh, maybe. Oh, I have no idea. No idea. I hear you typing away. Right. So let's take a look and see what's happening in the latest news. Sony reminds people that they can't marry their PlayStation 5 consoles. There has been a few, I'm not going to say incidents, but it looks like gamers have been proposing. Now, the thing is, I'm a bit confused by this story because I don't know if they're actually, because they seem to have the PlayStation 5 and they have like these new shiny engagement rings. Are they planning to propose to somebody because they have a PlayStation 5, or are they proposing to the actual PlayStation 5?
Proposing to the actual PlayStation 5.
That sounds like something you would do. Marry me.
Okay, so I just want to clear up this information. PS4 edition, $60. And for the PS5 version, you cannot just buy PS5 version. You're forced to buy the cross-gen bundle, which you get the PS4 and the PS5 version, which is $70.
Okay. Yeah, because you need. Again, it's because the game is a PS4 game. It just has these extra things on it. That's it, right?
Maybe I just want to play it on the PS5. Don't make me pay $10 extra.
Yeah, because it's basically you're paying for the upgrade. That's it.
Yeah, but I don't want the PS4 version. You only give me the PS5 version. Just
Well, I think I think you need the PS version to play the PS5 version.
But it's backwards compatible. So if you just buy the PS4 version, you can play it on the PS5, but it would be the PS4 version. Yeah.
Yeah. But for you to play the PS5 version, I reckon that the foundation is the PS4 version. And then obviously with the ray tracing and everything on top of it, that's what it is. There you go, PS5 version.
Yeah, but you get two versions. You get the PS4 and the PS5 version. I just want the PS5 version without the PS4 version and make it cheaper. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
I understand where you're coming from.
Without the upgrade fee.
Yeah, but they have to make that money.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, poor Call of Duty. They make so much little money. Poor Activision.
Well, apparently, let's go back to this PlayStation story quickly. Somebody's having a rant again. So, yeah, PlayStation put a post. Actually, PlayStation UK actually shared a post from Push Square, which says, weirdness. There have been a surprising number of PlayStation 5 marriage proposals taking place on the actual website, which is pushsquare.com/news. Have a look. They've put some reposts of people with their engagement ring, hugging their PlayStation 5s and that kind of stuff. And I don't know. Maybe that is a little bit weird.
Look, I wouldn't blame these guys, wanting to marry the PlayStation 5. Because, when you're one with a woman, it's like you have to feed them, you have to take them out, and you have to beg, to have some sexy time with them. A PS5 is like one-time investment for 7 years, and she gives you pleasure every time you turn it on.
You've been practicing that. That was something you've been thinking about this one for a while. You're like, I have this I will say about this.
No, that's how I always felt deep down in my heart.
Aw, cool. Right, should we get into our next story?
If you want to.
Do we dare get into our next story? Next story is also another PlayStation 5 story. PlayStation 5 customer receives a box of cat food instead of the console. So this is from the UK, by the way. So I'm hearing, and thing is, I've heard a lot of different things about different orders coming in replacing the PlayStation 5. Either it's been stolen or there has genuinely been a mishap, but I have a feeling it's been stolen.
Yeah, I mean, how how can you like mixed with cat food with the PS5? Come on.
So yeah, instead of a PlayStation 5, somebody got a box of cat food. Although I'd actually be quite happy with that because I'm always looking for cat food and stuff. So
yeah, you'd be happy buying a $500 cat food.
So yeah, this has been happening a lot in the UK. There's a lot of Twitter posts about it, by the way. People sharing PlayStation 5 deliveries and they've been getting other stuff instead, which is quite funny. But cat food was definitely one of them. But if I go to the next story really quickly, by the way, because it goes more into depth on it, because I was actually reading this and it showed some of the stuff that people got. Somebody's PS was, I'm presuming that it was stolen. They tagged Amazon UK, and instead they found a bag of rice, a bag of rice inside their box. But you know, imagine how excited you are, man, getting that box and you know what I mean. Your order arrives, you open it, and there's fucking cat food in there or a bag of rice. That's gonna be a bit heartbreaking.
Dude, like, how excited were you when you got your PS5 box? Imagine there's like...
You know what? I was in the office working, and this dude just showed up with, the DHL, and he's like, yes, your parcel has arrived from the UK. I was like, you know what I mean, man? I was like, well, look, I was like, gimme. I was like, I grabbed it and I ran.
You're like all giddy and shit.
Oh,
imagine
it was awesome when I got the PS5. And the thing is, I was like one of the very lucky people to get it before so many people. So that's why I consider myself extremely lucky. So I was like, hey, gimme. Yeah, man. No one saw me for like 2-3 days. Disappeared.
Papa bless. Right.
Oh, nice. Somebody was also documenting one that... In fact, let me press play on this. I'm just listening to it. Yeah, so happy PlayStation 5 Day. Everyone tried to discount R1's unveiling, but Amazon have tricked us with something called Air Fryer instead.
Air fryer.
It says air... Oh, was it Air Fryer? Sorry, Air Fryer. I don't say Air Flyer. So yeah, air fryer. So they got an air fryer instead. Yeah, but...
Oh my God. It's so obvious. It's so obvious. It's like everybody's getting different types of products. It's like it's obvious. It's not just a bug in the system. You cannot like if it's a bug, you would get a consistent of the same product. Not different kind of products. So these are getting stolen, baby.
100%. People are definitely getting stolen. There was another story about someone who I think this might be the next story, which I was reading. Is it more random stuff? There was one about a guy who said he was tracking his order, and it said on the order that it wasn't delivered or trouble delivering package or something. And apparently this guy saw him outside his window, so he followed him for about maybe a couple of street blocks or something like that in the UK, and he told him to open the back of the van, and it turned out that the guy had destroyed the code thing that they beep with the phone, what's it called, the Q code, is that what it is, the thing that you scan the phone with.
Barcode, QR code.
Yeah, QR code, that's it. Yeah, so yeah, the QR code, the delivery guy scrubbed it off and was tampering with the box to see what was inside. So obviously he found out it was a PlayStation 5 inside. And he's obviously said that it didn't get delivered and I think he wanted to keep it for himself. How fucking crazy is that?
Bastard.
Absolute bastard. Yeah, I was reading it. I found it. Yeah, it was in one of the stories you said. Yeah, pretty much. I've read it. So, yeah, that was one of the stories. Was he followed the guy and the guy had been messing about with that code thing. So yeah,
Is this in UK also?
This is in the UK, Amazon UK. That's right. Delivery guy made my delivery. Was failed. Showed him to come back to the van outside my house. He drove 20 foot down the road. Went out to get him to check the actual box, and he said that the QR code had been mashed up and the box was opened. So people obviously finding out that this is PlayStation 5 inside and trying to keep it and trying to steal it.
I'm curious to know the crime rate percentage, how high it got up on the release date of PS5 on UK, like under 19.
Well, you know what? My little sister ordered her PlayStation 5, and she got it eventually. But she said she was worried because the van was going around in circles, according to the map, and it turned out that the guy's phone battery had died, and he needs the phone to scan the QR code to say that you got the delivery from Amazon. So yeah, his phone died. So my sister let him come in to charge the phone a bit. The guy, and then my sister's boyfriend said, because he said that he couldn't give them the package without scanning the thing. So the boyfriend said, do you want me to download the app? Can you do it that way? He said, yeah. So the boyfriend downloaded the app, scanned the QR code. The guy put his credentials in. So my sister was able to claim her PS5. And then the delivery guy said to the boyfriend, do you mind coming with me to the next order while my phone charges so we can scan the next order?
Did he help him out, though?
He did, though, yeah. He went with him. He said, all right. So he went with him, helped him out with his last order, dropped him back home. He got his phone. It was charged.
That's nice of him,
I know. Nice. I would have said, no way.
Oh, come on. You lose. It's his last order. They just want to get home, Why not?
Well, mind you, the best thing about that story is that because he couldn't give my sister the PS5 without scanning the code because, it proves that you've delivered it. So she had
he's
to...
not responsible, for
exactly, yeah. So otherwise, it'd have to wait a day or two for it to make the next delivery. So yeah, man, it's a good story. I like that one.
Yeah, it's a wholesome story.
Cool. Right.
I was checking crime rates.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing in 2020. I think we just have to wait.
All right. And also another strange thing that people got was a foot massager. Foot massager.
I wouldn't be too angry about it if I got a foot massager. I like foot massage. Is it the one that you bathe in warm water?
I have no idea. It just said that. I was just looking at your next article about PS5 deliveries getting stolen, going missing, or being replaced with some of the weirdest stuff. And one of them that I was reading was a foot massager. Yeah.
It's fucked
up.
Foot
massager. Nice. Right. So that's all your PlayStation.
I mean, all of this. Sorry. I just want to say that all of this craziness is happening because there's a lot of shortage on PS5 because of COVID and nobody.
Oh, of course, this is it because everyone. Otherwise, I mean, how many people would have been standing in the street? Remember, years ago, when you stand for the PlayStation 4, people were standing in line for the fucking PS3, Xbox, whatever. Because right now you can't do that. So everybody has to do delivery. Everybody has to do order. So this is why this is happening. Plain and simple.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm saying that there's a lot of shortage of the console anymore. There's a lot of people who want it, and there's a lot of shortage, and the people are able to scalp it for really high prices. It's not just in Lebanon. I know I rant about 7 minutes of Lebanon because it's a bit different here because the shops are scalping it. It's not, it's not fucking individual peoples on eBay. It's the actual shops, which is so scummy. Imagine Walmart doing that. Anyways, I don't want to get into it because I got really angry again.
You've already got into it.
So yeah, it's they know it's a very premium product right now. So it's worth stealing, right? Because if you don't go steal something if it's because the risk is the reward. the risk is high and the reward is low. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's why.
Cool.
So, anyways,
Right.
next story.
Next story, PlayStation seemingly planning a response to Xbox Game Pass. That's actually good news, but they're saying not just yet. So this happened with Jim Ryan, the CEO, said that news is coming on the PlayStation response to the Xbox Game Pass. Of course, I think this is probably the main, or if not the only reason at some point I'm going to be getting an Xbox is because of Game Pass. I think that's mainly it.
I'm
So,
dead with you, dude. I'm dead
yeah.
with you. Like, yes, yesterday I saw Black Friday. They have Doom Eternal for $20, and I'm like, I really want to play Doom Eternal. At the same time, I'm thinking, if I have Game Pass, I would have Doom Eternal forever.
Exactly.
And because Microsoft fucking owns Bethesda for $7.5 billion, and it's still insane. I can't believe they paid. Star Wars was both less than that. Anyways, so it's not because Game Pass is kind of like Netflix. Some games goes away, but Doom Eternal is always there, and I'm seeing some other games like Outer Worlds. I want to play that game again, but obviously my Xbox One original has very shitty graphics, and I can't play on it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's $50. If I buy these two games, that's $50. Or I can just buy Game Pass and I have all of these games, plus of the games I want to buy. Half of the games I'm seeing on sale, it's already on Game Pass.
Well, that's the thing that, like I said before, remember we got into the whole thing about Xbox Series X and S. Again, I still think I'm going to get the S just because I know the only thing I'm going to use is Game Pass. That's it, man. Nothing more. I don't care about the whole, the graphics and this and that. As long as I can get on Game Pass and just play the games I want to play and they look relatively decent, that's it, man. Don't give a shit. So, yeah. Again, it's such a brilliant... How Microsoft are making money out of this, I have no idea. But it's still a brilliant adventure. This is why PlayStation have obviously been a bit skeptical on how they're going to do this, because Microsoft have obviously put such a big investment into this and it's working for them, you know what I mean? I think if PlayStation do it now, obviously they're just copying it. So they need to be very, very careful on how they're going to implement this. This is why they came up with that... what was that thing for PlayStation 5? Was it called the Plus Collection or something?
Plus Collection.
Yeah. So at least that's actually not a bad thing. Like, what they should do is put all their past first-party games on. The ones that everyone's already played, like they've already started, like God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, that kind of stuff. Because there's a few games that are still not on there yet. You know,
Horizon and Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think there's a bunch more games that they can start putting on, which I'm sure that was the initial idea. Like maybe in a couple of months they'll add like a couple of more, and they'll probably get some deals with some other publishers or third party. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I'm happy with what PlayStation are doing anyway, because they're doing their own thing. Let Microsoft do theirs and just leave it at that, I think.
I mean, Death Stranding should be on it. I think they didn't add everything in one go just so they can we added a couple of more. PlayStation Plus collections getting better.
Exactly. Yeah, Death Stranding would be a good one to put on there, because I know a lot of people who haven't played it. I think even you didn't play Death Stranding.
No, I didn't. So, do you think that PlayStation Plus collection games are like Netflix? They would go and come.
I honestly don't know. Because PlayStation, they have some amazing exclusives, but when you count them all, there's not that many. If you know what I mean. I mean, how many exclusives do they have their own? What? 4 or 5
PS4?
Yeah, for PS4. How many have they got? Like each year, how many do they pump out? A couple a year? That's it.
A year? Yeah, maybe 1 or 2.
So...
They do have like good amount, Persona 5 Royale.
But then again, PlayStation 5 is only backwards till PlayStation 4 though, right?
Yeah, so you'd get all of the PS4 first-party games also.
Yeah. Well, this is why, again, Game Pass is fucking awesome, because not only do you get Xbox Series games, which you'll probably start getting now, but you're going to get Xbox One, Xbox 360, and of course you'll get fucking Xbox. So you know what I mean? It's that's the beauty of the Xbox Game Pass. It's proper backwards capability as well.
Yeah, and the difference is that if there's a Gear 7 coming out, it's already on Game Pass.
Exactly.
Yeah. PlayStation Plus Collection is not that. Not like that. If Uncharted 5 comes out, you're not gonna see it on PlayStation Plus Collection.
No, they're gonna want to make money out of it first, and then once it starts dying down, then they'll drop it on their collection. Once which is which is understandable. But don't forget, I mean, majority of the Game Pass games are games that a lot of them are games that I've missed. But like you said, when Microsoft have their exclusives, and thank goodness there's not that many, but when Microsoft do have their exclusives, it's gonna go straight onto Game Pass, which is good. Like the new Halo. Man, again, I'll get the Series S. I'll get Halo. That's it. I'll play Halo because it's not something I want to invest money in. You know what I mean? Just so I can fucking play it and say, yeah, I've played it, man. Yeah, it was good. I'm sure. I'm gonna like it because I reckon they've learned from their mistakes from Halo 5. So I'm pretty convinced the new Halo is gonna be good.
I don't think so, but
that and Gears. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing Gears 5. Gears 5 was good. I have to replay that. I loved Gears 5. It was such a good game. Right.
I'm over Gears.
No, Gears is still a good little franchise. I like Gears.
I couldn't even finish Gears 4. It's like the same.
Actually,
they run the
tell
same.
You what, Gears 1, 2, and 3, brilliant. Gears 2 was one of my favorites. There was that one. What was that spin-off one that they did? Gears something. Judgment. I think I played halfway through that. I got a bit bored in that one. Gears 4, I finished, but it honestly felt like Gears Judgment to me. It didn't flow. But Gears 5, man, trust me. Try Gears 5. You have Game Pass still, right? Or you don't have it now. You have to resubscribe.
Yeah, I have to resubscribe.
Well, when you get your X or your S or whatever you're thinking of getting at some point, when you get back onto Game Pass, dude, trust me, get Gears 5. Gears 5, like, it really puts a nice little bounce back into the Gears franchise. I loved it. I thought it was one of the best Gears in years.
I will, because it's free,
Cool. Right, we get into our next story today. Sony CEO Jim Ryan says that £70 or $70 is a fair price for PlayStation 5 games. Do you think that's a fair price, though? I do.
Look.
No.
Look. No. If Cyberpunk was $70, I would like fair game.
Okay.
Cyberpunk, we know what we're gonna get. We know it's gonna be amazing.
Fucking good.
Yeah, but let's say fucking FIFA $70. No, fuck no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Hell no. So it's like it depends on the game, but it's like it's gonna be very gray area. So if I price my game to 60, am I saying to the people like it's a shit game, right? So because why am I not pricing it premium?
Well, that's
I don't know. It's like it's in a gray area. I don't want all of the games to be priced 70 because there's still tax, right? You don't pay 70, you pay 75 or 76. It's but at the same time, I feel like we have to see if 70. You think? I know games are getting a lot more expensive to make, but at the same time, they keep cramming in that microtransactions.
This one thing I hate that microtransactions.
Yeah, game companies, they say, oh, we have to put microtransactions because games are more expensive now, right? Okay, fair. Is that your reason? Even though game sales have it's 200% more than what was before.
What it was, exactly.
Yeah, if you used to sell, let's say, in very minor terms, let's say 100 copies, now you sell 1,000 copies or 10,000 copies. Like a difference, this isn't. Anyways, whatever, 70, fine, but when you're still gonna put microtransactions in it and there's still $70, I cannot wait what their reason is gonna be. We know it's a lie. We know it's a lie. They just want to pump up more of that money. If you have microtransactions, price it for $40, not even 60. Shame on you.
Well, you know what? I recently got a game code for PlayStation 5, and you're gonna laugh now when I tell you what they gave me. You ready?
What is it?
NBA. You know what? I didn't start playing it. I didn't start playing it yet, but I want to play it because they're saying that the graphics don't look good, but it's riddled with so much microtransactions. That's the problem with this game, and I've been reading a lot of. I remember we were talking about it in an episode and 2 episodes ago, and the ad breaks that come into this game. So I'm gonna actually see all this for myself. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to reviewing it if it's gonna be the way I think it's gonna be.
If you redeem the code, are you forced to review it?
Well, yeah, because not unless I physically turn to him and say, "Look, I'm not going to review it because I'm going to give it a really bad remark." But the thing is, I haven't played it yet because it's about 100 gigs, and my internet isn't that fast here, so it takes a little bit of time.
I mean, I get that, but it's like if it's just like one word, shit. That's it. Done. Review.
Well, I'm
it's
going to
shame
give
though,
it a
because
shot. I'm going to give it a shot because I think this game will have some nice even before because games I don't review them until I finish them. This is one thing. This is why sometimes I take time with reviews because I need to finish the game or at least get to a point where I'm like, you know what, I think this is the most I'm going to get out of it unless it's something really bad. With it being a sports game, I'm like, let's see how this goes. But there are parts of the game which I've been reading about, checking up on it, just to make sure I know what I'm doing when I start to review this game, because I've never really reviewed a sports game before, in all honesty. So from what I'm reading, a lot of people like it graphically. They like a lot of some of the story elements in it. But again, like me and you were talking, there's so many fucking microtransactions in this game. And I'm a bit worried about it. That's what's concerning me. I'm really worried about it. Because I'm gonna say, look, the game is okay to play, but the reason why I'm gonna give it a low score is because I despise microtransactions. I hate it. You've already spent. Imagine if you spent that money, and you were just saying now $70 on a PlayStation, $70 on a PlayStation 5 game, and don't forget with NBA, you've got these deluxe packages and this and that, $100, $90. And for you to progress more, there's fucking microtransactions in there. It's horrible. It's not. It's something that a lot of these companies need to get out of now because this is what's destroying the gaming industry. Is this?
I know. I agree.
100%. 100%. This is what's making because people who have money, they spend it's like what's happening with the PlayStation 5. People have money. They go and buy it for $1,000, $1,500. Ooh, I have money, I can do it. Same with these microtransaction shit. Oh, I've got the best thing for my player, this and that. I've got this and that because I bought it. You know what I mean? Try and beat me online now. Man, fuck this shit. It's not fair play anymore.
I mean, like the microtransactions is like they don't care about people who would just spend occasionally $5 or $10, let's say, in a year or two, because they only care about the 100 people who like spend thousands or like $10,000s of dollars. So that's yeah.
I think the only game I've ever spent money on, and I think it was because the skins were on sale, was Rocket League, because I bought the Ghostbusters car and I bought the Batmobile and it was like $1. That's the only time I think I've ever spent money on like a game like that ever for something online.
I mean, I wouldn't shame you for that because first of all, when Rocket League came out, it was free. It was free to play on PlayStation Plus, and I'm like, I'm having so much fun with this game, and it's a good game. It's not crappy. It's not predatory, and the skins are cool. And Batmobile, like, yeah, for $1, that's like a cup of coffee. Sure,
Yeah.
It's not wrong to pay for like occasionally for $1 or $2, but it's wrong if they make it so predatory, like buy.
Yeah, no, like you said, yeah.
Yeah. So, what do we have next?
We're talking about the DualSense. DualSense.
These are for OCDs people. If you have OCD.
OCD. So
yeah,
explain this to me because I was trying to read this before. I didn't quite get this.
Yeah. What do you mean you don't get it?
I don't get what I'm reading. Explain to me.
Okay, so do you see the picture?
I see the picture, yes.
Okay, do you see the USB Type C the socket?
Yeah, where Sony is
Yeah,
underneath
do
it.
you see? Do you see the writing Sony? Do you see how the letter Y is more lean to the left side? There's like the whole.
No.
It's not centered. It's not centered. Okay, check the O. Check the O. Is the O in the middle of the where the USB Type C should be?
I don't know. Does it matter?
Some people who have OCDs, they get triggered for this because it's not centered with the where the USB Type C is plugged. So
You know what? Hang on a sec. I have one. Let me have a look. Wait. Wait. Let me grab it.
okay.
Let me grab it. Ugh. All right, let me look. Like, Sony is not centered with the actual plug, you mean?
Yeah.
I can't tell. Need my fucking glasses. Fuck me.
It is like
I wouldn't be
the
able to
most.
tell, man, to be honest.
Okay. So it's like 4 letters, right? So where
Yeah.
would the middle be? The middle would be between the O and the N, right?
Right, yeah, exactly. It would be like
Okay,
centered.
so let's imagine there's a dot. There's a dot between the O and the N, and the dot should be at the center or where the plug is, where the plug USB Type C is.
Like, I
But it's
understand
not.
where you're coming from, but
Yeah.
I honestly don't see it. Or maybe I just don't give a shit. I don't know. I'm looking at it thinking I have no idea what the fuck it's talking about. I see what you mean. Like, literally the O looks like it's sort of not centered, it's leaning more to the left compared to
Yeah.
like where it should
Yeah.
be. But you know what, man, this was like the first batch, and I think we can say that COVID is to blame for this. I'm just gonna blame COVID for everything now. I think it's COVID's fault.
Me personally, I don't care, but I have met a couple of people who have really like bad case of OCD.
Yeah.
And and I used to work for a company that I freelance for IT support. So once a week I would go to the company and just like for maintenance, I look at the printers, I look at the servers, I check everything is running okay, and
Yeah.
I would give the the employees there like any kind of IT support they need. And there's this one lady who was a freak, so freaky with everything how it should be, and she was driving me crazy, insane. Like she wanted to print her, I don't know, some document files, and she wants the letters to be like 5 millimeters apart from the edges. I'm like, lady, I cannot do it. It's impossible. She said,
Yeah.
why not? Because the printer, when it prints, there is limited edges. It cannot print from edge to edge. The letters, because it's limited by the doc. She's like, no, I wanted. You can't. It's impossible. There's no printer in the world that can do it. And you know what? No problem. I took the A4 and like cut them the file just so it can. I
My
would
God.
customly cut the printer paper so she would get the exact millimeters she needs it. She used to drive me crazy, and just to fucking mess with her, what would I do is that every morning, it's a Friday morning, I would come to the company, and she has everything set up. And what I do, like her pen is over here and her mouse is over here, and I what I do is like slightly move everything like a centimeter. I
Drive
would
her insane.
the red pen would be on the left side and the blue pen on the right side. I would change them, and I would go to the IIT office and I would look at the camera, CCTV, and I would watch her just freaking out, trying to fix everything on the table.
Aw, that sounds like fun. I don't
It
think I've ever
was.
met.
She's
I've not met anyone like that, but I think I would have fun with that.
yeah, yeah. She was overly a bitch to me. So, like, don't feel bad to her. She deserves it. Trust me.
Cool. Right, next story today. I like this next story because I'm a fan of these guys. I think they're really good. Blue Point Games.
Yeah, they made the HD version for Shadow of Colossus.
Motherfucker, read it, man. Read what the fucking creator of the game said. They remastered it from the ground up. He announced it, man, and I sent it to you. You're like, no. You like refused to believe. You like deleted it from your phone. No, this did not happen.
He's lying. He lied.
Well, anyway, I'm excited for this because Blue Point Games looks like they could be getting bought or whatever, or they could be joining Sony as part of Sony Studios. That would be very good for them because they are good at what they do, by the way. When you start playing, man, when you play Demon's Souls, I know you've seen a lot of videos and stuff, but when you start playing it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about because they've done such a phenomenal job with this. It's insane how good this is. And again, Shadow of the Colossus, they did because they started off just doing remasters. That's what it was, right? They were doing remasters like that's right, Gravity Rush. They remastered that. They did the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection. They're the guys responsible for getting that remastered back onto the PS. Was it PS4? We got remastered for, right? Yeah. So that got yeah.
Sorry, didn't they develop the Uncharted game on the Vita? I think they made it.
Was it them? Probably. I don't know, but they're good. They're really, really good. I mean, right now, Blue Point Games is independent, but with what they're doing now with Shadow of the Colossus and Demon's Souls and getting such amazing press and feedback and praise for what they're doing, it looks like there could be a big announcement they're saying by the end of February. Or at least at some point in February. So, yeah.
Sorry, I need to fix what I said. Uncharted Golden Abyss is made by Bend Studios. Sorry about
Was it Bend?
Yeah.
Were they the ones who did...
Days Gone.
They do Days Gone? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a shame because Days Gone had so much potential to be such a good game. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a terrible game. I did enjoy my time with it because a lot of people really slated it as being bloody awful, but it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that good either. It was a bit of a grind to play for me. But
is it on PlayStation Plus Collection?
It is on the collection, yes.
Great. Okay. Good thing I didn't buy it.
You're gonna play that for free now.
Yes.
That's it. That's what we need. We just need a big Game Pass now for PlayStation, Game Pass for Xbox, and my life is complete. And that is it. And then anything that I really want, I'll go buy it. You know what I mean? That's good.
So I'm reading what they have done, and they haven't made any games. Like all of them are remasters.
They've done remixes. That's what
so here's. And they do a great job. Demon's Souls,
they fucking
amazing.
Do, yes.
Amazing. Like the best work they have ever done. But I'm worried if when a company is very comfortable what they do, and I'm a bit worried that would they have any like innovative ideas to make their own thing? Like it would be so different.
Well, I mean, you know that Sony would not invest money into somebody if they don't already have something that's good. You know what I mean? Sony are very picky, except for the exception of Days Gone. But again, because they are a good company, they have pumped out some good games in the past. That's why. But I think this was the first time they did that big open world thing. That's why. So I'm not worried about Sony not picking somebody good. Sony are very picky.
Look. I think about the issue about Days Gone is that because it's a PlayStation exclusive and you expect from a PlayStation exclusive to be something,
of course,
top tier, like gold.
Innovative, something fucking, yeah exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So if Days Gone was an Xbox exclusive, it wouldn't have gotten this, not backlash, like this like kind of a mixed reviews. It would have gotten, it's an okay game, It's a decent game for Xbox. But, they had to compete with fucking Uncharted, Last of Us, fucking Horizon, God of War, and all of these colossal games. It's tough.
Again, this is what's fucking made. These are the games that made PlayStation in the first place. You know what I mean? If PlayStation didn't have these games, no one would give a shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And what I love about PlayStation is that they trust the companies they own and they support them to the teeth, you know?
Oh,
Like Sucker
exactly.
Punch. I would have never expected Sucker Punch to make such a great game, but
Oh wow,
because
yeah.
because how Guerrilla Games jumped from, Killzone to
Horizon,
Horizon,
yeah.
yeah, I trust Sony what's doing. They know when they see talent, they know how to
Mm.
get the best out of it. So yeah.
Well, I tell you what, playing Horizon Zero Dawn recently, it's still fucking pretty impressive to play that game now. It still looks like a brand new. It still looks like something that came out in like a new generation, because I think graphically it was so ahead of its time. That game, it was so good. What a fucking good game that is.
Yeah, I'm expecting for like a PS5 patch. That would be great.
Well, I reckon that'll probably come when the second one comes out. There must be like a remastered version or something coming out, or like you said, a PS5 patch or some shit, because it needs it. It'll be good. It'll be good to have a patch for that. Ooh, got goosebumps thinking about it. Right, next story today, massive Capcom leak. I've always been a big fan of Capcom games since I was a kid, playing on the old Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega, all that stuff. So, I've got a nice history with Capcom. Like when I was a kid, there was two companies I would always look for on the game packs. One is Capcom, and the other one is Konami. Always. When I was a kid, I used to look for the games, look at the back, see who made it. Like Castlevania was Konami, Capcom, Mega Man, for example. You know what I mean? Street Fighter, that kind of stuff. I would always look for these two companies, knowing that as a kid, these two companies were awesome. So for me to read through.
How the mighty has
No,
fallen.
they've not fallen. They're still iconic brands, man. They've still got some iconic
Dude, Konami is
things.
basically a fucking pachinko company now. No one
Leave
fuck
Konami
Konami.
alone, man. They've got a
Konami
few
is
good
dead.
games, man. No,
Nah,
they're
it
still working
died.
on the new Silent Hill. I'm happy. I want them to bring that out first, and
Oh,
then they can collapse.
Kojima left, and fucking, what's the guy's name who made Castlevania? He left, and like they don't have
Leave
anybody.
Konami alone.
No, Konami's dead. Look, Capcom. So there's apparently link from Capcom, and they were attacked. They were at Capcom was targeted by ransomware attack, and they did not pay him. Obvious, it seems like, and he leaked some information. So
Right.
here's what I like about Capcom. Capcom, when they try to make new games and it went to shit. They're not. I don't know. I feel like they cannot have innovative ideas anymore. But what they do have is great IPs, and they take that IPs and they're like, how to uh, shine it, make it more, like a diamond, like turning it into more like pretty diamond, because now they're making Dragon's Dogma 2, Street Fighter 6. So these are the leak ones. Resident Evil
Yeah.
Outrage, never heard of it. I think it's something new, maybe. Dragon's
Yeah.
Dogma 2, Street Fighter 6, Mega Man. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 remake. So that's great.
I think that would be good.
Onimusha.
Yes.
Onimusha. I'm so please let this be true. Please, dear Lord, let this be true. Please.
Keep in mind, we just heard Chris a minute ago shouting, "Oh, have the mighty have fallen!" And now he's like, "Please, please, I want this one to be true."
I love Onimusha. Onimusha fucking 1, 2, and 3, and
Well, didn't the third one have Jean Reno in it? The French actor.
That was Onimusha 2.
3. Was it 2 or 3? There was one that had. It was in France. It had Jean Reno in it.
Yeah, that's 3 that had.
Yeah, I love that one. It was like a big movie. That one, I loved it. I didn't play the fourth one because I couldn't get it in English.
What was the French guy's name? I forgot.
Jean Reno.
Yeah, he played the professional.
Yes, Jean Reno. I said that already like 4 times.
Okay. Sorry, I did not hear. But my favorite one is the fourth one, Onimusha
I didn't
Dawn
play.
of
That's
Dreams.
the one I didn't play.
Oh, it's my favorite. It's 2 discs. It's such a long ass game, and it's so good. It's It's amazing. The ending is like I would cry like a baby.
Is it did it come out Western? Because whenever I had it, it was always in fucking Japanese. I never got a proper English version of it.
Dude, it did come out. I had the game.
I never had the English version, man. I tried so many times to try and get it. And keep in mind, I had the PlayStation 2 hacked. And every time I got the disc, the 2 discs, they were always in fucking Japanese. I think I got it 3 times, and it was like there was like a couple of months apart from each one. I never got the English version.
I had the English version.
Well, you can suck on it. Because I want to play it. If they do a nice remaster for some of those, that would be cool.
Dude, I want all 4 of them remastered. I would be so happy.
Yes. Well, they did remaster the first one.
Make the 4th one.
Well, the first one was good because they changed the controls so it was a bit better, because the controls were a bit lousy back in the day. But that was how the controls were, so, but they sort of fixed it, which was good. And then just gave it that HD slap, and that was it. But yeah, we need like we need fucking Blue Point to come in and do and remake them.
Blue Point, save us.
Please save us. Make all 4 games. Well, mind you, there is a rumor going around that they're doing Metal Gear.
I know you. Every podcast you mention it.
I have to because when it finally comes out, I'm gonna turn to you and go, "I told you. I've been saying this for fucking years. They've been working on this for years."
I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I'm like I don't give a shit. To be honest,
don't say that, man. It's Metal Gear. Metal Gear is the foundation of what made my PlayStation 1 amazing, man. That's what made me fucking addicted to the PlayStation 1.
Don't like the first game. Only like 2, 3, 2 and up.
The first one is the best one out of all of them. I'm sorry.
The SNES versions are even worse.
The Super Nintendo ones, no, or the NES versions. I don't think I even played them. But the one on PlayStation 1 was a fucking masterpiece. It's so good. The other ones are good, but they don't have that spark like the first one has. You're quiet. You're like. Although I am a big fan of Snake Eater. Snake Eater is amazing. I love Snake Eater, and I love the intro of the second one.
We know you mentioned every time. So the next league games, Monster Hunter 6. Yeah, Monster Hunter. What was it called? The new one, Monster Hunter World. It got a big
old world, big worlds. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, Monster Hunter World got a big. It was a big success, which is and it captured a lot of people who never played Monster Hunter, which is great. I like that it got that.
It's on the PlayStation Collection thing as well.
Yeah, exactly. Now they have a DLC with the collection doesn't come with the DLC, but the DLC is worth it.
I don't know. I did the DLC. Iceborne, was it called? Yeah, it's very good because I got into Monster Hunter for a while and I was online with a few friends. It's very good, very very good.
Yeah. Played with your friends. It's good. What's Biohazard Apocalypse? What's Biohazard?
The Biohazard is Resident Evil.
Why not just name it Resident Evil?
Because Biohazard is the name for the Japanese version of it.
Okay.
So there you go.
Cool. And there's Super Street Fighter 6. Final Fight. Final Fight, never heard of it. Power Stone.
You've never heard of Final Fight? I should slap you right now. You've never heard of Final Fight?
No.
It was a side-scrolling beat-em-up from the 90s.
I wasn't even born.
Oh my god, man. Please Google Final Fight. Final Fight. I want to... When was the original game out? Someone tell me. Tell me when the original game was. Because I remember playing that on Super Nintendo.
The only side scroller people would know at my age is the dragon one. What's it called? The Double Dragon? What's it called?
Double Dragon? Double Dragon was my time, man. It was 80s.
Yeah. It's more
and
popular.
Final Fight, the original one, was 80s. I think it was 89, in fact. Because I remember playing that on fucking Nintendo. In fact, I remember going to the arcades and playing Final Fight.
Yeah. And there's like the next one is Ultra Street Fighter 6. I love it. I love how they get ready to remake the remake already. Like
what's Power Stone? I think you missed one.
Yeah, I know. I mentioned. I don't know. No one cares. Resident Evil Hank. What's Resident Evil Hank? It's like Tom Hanks. We get Tom Hanks.
Hank is a character from Resident Evil.
Oh, let's see.
So,
I know Chris. I know. That's it. Chris.
Resident Evil Hank. Who the
Hunk.
fuck is Hank?
It's like HUNK, not HANK.
HUNK? No, it's HANK. Hank.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because Google fixed it for HA.
You're right. It changed it to Hunk.
Yeah, right. It's Hunk.
That's really weird. I don't even know Hank. Yeah, I thought it was a character. I can't see a Hank.
Okay,
That's
it's just like the mobs. It's like a regular mob.
I don't know what the fuck it is. Anyway, I'm actually looking forward to Resident Evil Village. There's a rumor saying that it's going to be out this April.
Is it?
That's what. By the way, when you get your PS5, please download Resident Evil 7 because it's on the collection as well. That's a fucking kick. That is a kick-ass game, man. You're gonna love it. It's not a horror movie. It's not a horror game per se, because it's more like a thriller. So trust me. It's one of the best fucking first-person games ever. It really is. It's incredible. I loved it. What a great. It's like when God of War came out, we were all thinking, oh, will it be as good as the old God of Wars? It's not the same. You know what I mean? That's the same thing with Resident Evil now because it's first person, not third person, and they did such a fucking amazing job. Such a good job. And I think the engine that runs that is phenomenal. Is it called Re-Engine?
I don't know.
Re-Engine. They did Devil May Cry as well.
If it's a game I don't follow, I don't care about. I don't Google shit about it.
Re-Engine is the gaming engine developed by Capcom. The Re-Engine is a fabulous fucking engine, by the way, man, because they did the Resident Evil 7 and they did Devil May Cry 5. Wow. Seriously, man. Check those out. Check them out. Oh, that's give me a bit of excitement for the night. That's good. Right.
Keep it between in your pants.
Keep it in your pants, not between your pants.
Oh, okay. Keep it
in your pants.
Keep it.
Whatever you said. It's all the same to me.
It's like between your pants, like it's like detachable, you know, like you can poop. Nope.
Right. Rockstar teases GTA Online expansion that will add to game's map. Woo! That's kind of cool.
Stop!
That's kind of cool.
Stop! I mean, just die. The game die.
It's not gonna die. They won't. You're not gonna get GTA 6. I thought, like you said last time, not until everyone stops playing GTA 5. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
People should stop playing the game so they can finally release GTA 6. If like, it still says like every month you would see top 10 sales GTA 5. Like GTA it's insane.
5. GTA 5 and fucking Red Dead as well is always in the top 10. Always.
Yeah, it's insane. Fucking Rockstar games.
Oh, well, you can't knock them, man. They've got a good fucking product. By the way, go on.
They sell like one game every 7 years, and they make so much money out of it. Like I understand why they want to milk it as much as they can, because they only release one game every 7 years. It's like a console release for them. So.
Cool. By the way, if you want to check out the actual trailer for the new online content, just go to Rockstar Games on Twitter. They've started posting about it now, so you can see the teaser videos. So there you go. All right. Let me see what else we got today, because I don't think we're going to get into detail about that. Chris doesn't want to. Meet New York's greatest superhero, Spider Brick.
Yes.
I was wondering what it was, and I'm seeing the video of this fucking brick just flying around.
It's good, right? It's hilarious.
It's really cool. Well, apparently this is an accident. Apparently, let me read this through quickly because I didn't actually read this one. But it's obviously some kind of a glitch, right? It's not something that someone's fucking modded. So yeah, this is from Miles Morales. Has broken in a particular way. Apparently, this person collided into a wall and then became Spider Brick.
Look at it just swinging around as a brick, dude. You know
I
what would be
love it,
cool?
man.
Insomniac, they follow the social media very closely, and when
Mm.
the people ask for the Sam Raimi costume, and they got it. So if people really ask about having a spider break, maybe they would make like a funny mode for it. It would
Yeah.
be really fun. I want
I
spider
would, you know
break
what,
now.
man? I would play a game if you were just a fucking brick swinging around. It sounds like so
Like,
much fun. You just smack into people and knock them out. It would be fucking brilliant, man.
imagine the cutscenes is also a brick, and like he's having a very like a dramatic scene, and where he has to cry, and it's like just a brick,
Man, you know, some fucker's gonna do it. You know that, right?
Oh, I
Some
can't
guy
wait.
is gonna do Spider Brick
Yeah.
because it's online now, so it's obviously gonna be for us to talk about it. It must be trending. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna come up with Spider Brick. Cool, right? Spider Brick. How could I? Maybe I should get a tattoo with that. Xbox Series X launch problem. With every generation, we know that there's any problems, but let me see what this one's about. Did you read this one yet or no?
Yeah, so there's one where there's problem with power supply, maybe because it doesn't turn on anymore. It just
I
you press
mentioned
the
that last
button.
week. Yes, they were
Yeah,
switching it on, and then it would turn off.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's one with the controller doesn't sync with the console. It just keeps unpairing with it, and
Mm.
when they try to pair it, it just it's unsyncs it every 2-3
Oh
seconds.
wow.
So yeah, that's fucked up. There's one also where there's a 4K corrupt, where like you try to use the VR options. This is more like the high end with the CX version, where the Xbox One wouldn't display correctly if
Mm.
you had, because Xbox One, Xbox Series X. Oh my god, so many names I have to say. Uh, the new Xbox like supports a wide variety of resolutions and technologies. They have Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, VRR,
Mm.
4K 120, 4K 120. All of these
Yeah.
with
Can you hear
10,
that, by
40,
the way, behind
40p.
me?
Sorry.
I think there's a fucking police chase behind me, man. By the way, there's something really weird going on outside. Hang on.
Don't check out what's outside. Who cares? This happens every day in
I
Lebanon.
think
Did you forget?
I think some dude's being chased. So anyway, go on, carry on. Sorry, I was
Okay.
rudely
You've
interrupted
been
you.
you've been away from Lebanon. This happens like every day. We listen to sirens every day, so I don't know why.
By the
why
way,
you've
just
been.
out of curiosity, didn't some prisoners escape recently in Lebanon?
Oh yeah, they did like 70 people, and they
Yes.
escaped, and 5 of them they mugged a taxi car, and
Yes, I
they
heard
were
about
running
this.
away. Yeah, they were running away from the cops, and they just slide off from the
Eesh,
road and hit the tree, and all of 5 of them died. So
that's a
success,
shame.
I guess.
I
They're
don't,
not going back to prison anymore.
that's a shame. Oh, I don't know. But
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, but I'm hearing the stories,
murderers,
and these guys are fucking.
murderers.
Not all of them are murderers, man. You know, some of them just have bad luck. You know that, man. You know how prison is sometimes. Not like you've been to prison. You know how prison is, Chris.
Yeah.
You know how it is, man. Oh. Anyway, go on. What
uh,
else you got?
yeah. Next up is yeah. So if you update your TV, they would fix this problem where
Mm.
having issues with your 4K whatever.
Yeah.
Xbox Series X strange noises, so it makes maybe coil noises. If you know what coil noise is, it's like the copper inside the hardware
Yeah.
vibrates because of high frequencies and makes a sound like grrrr. So one of them is very high. Xbox Series app issues. The DVD Blu-ray doesn't work. You have to
Oh,
restart the
really?
console. The smart delivery and quick resume doesn't work, so you have to restart the console. Sometimes where you have to uninstall a game, it doesn't. When you try to launch a game, it gives you an error code. You have to uninstall it and install it back. There's one where the Okay, this one's not a problem. Xbox
Yeah.
360 not working. You have to clear the local Xbox 360 storage. Well, some of these are like software bugs to be fixed. It's not. I don't see a big issues of these. All of them sounds like software issues,
Yeah.
except for the first one, the shutting one, which is the other ones are okay. Like I feel like it's a software bug you can like easily fix, but
Yeah.
the shutting one is like it's kind of sad. It happens, you know. That's the risk of getting, you know, a launch day console.
Yeah.
That's why you have warranties. Something happens, you have to.
Exactly. Well, mind you, I mean, very, very rarely ever got on a console on launch day. The other one I think I ever got, other than the PS, was the Switch. I got that on day one, but I knocking on wood so fucking far it was good. Nothing happened to that, and that was like a gift from my girlfriend at the time. She got me that from on day one because she was in fucking France when it got released, and she
Which
ordered
one?
it and she got it. The Switch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she. I was lucky with the Switch because there was like I was
Yeah.
watching horror stories on YouTube. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna happen to me. People fucking screens freezing, fucking scratches all over the screens. Don't put it in the dark. Don't put it in the dark. You know, man. Now I just realized that you just got to be gentle when you put it in. That's it. People are like fucking slamming it in. Of course, you're gonna get scratches on your fucking screen.
yeah, yeah.
Right. Next story today.
Yeah, it's like get a warranty because it has happened to me. I never had any issue with Nintendo consoles. Always they work perfectly for me. But
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
when I got the PS3, the disc stopped working after a month. The PS4 it would spit out the disc, so it has happened to me, and you would feel so frustrated. And you have to wait a month and a
Yeah.
half for
I
they
think for me
fix
the only
it,
one
or-
is the 360 is the only one. I got that Red Ring of Death. You got that as well, right?
Yeah, I got that one, and they would just like Xbox is not in Middle East, so they couldn't replace that for me. So I was fucked.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think my girlfriend's cousin had the 360, and what happened at the time, Microsoft was just simply replacing you with a brand new Xbox 360. So what they would do is, in the news, they would send like this mini coffin for your. It's a box, but it looks like a mini coffin that you would put the 360 and mail it back, and then they would send you a brand new one.
Yeah, I know.
But it's quite funny, the little coffin that came. It's like, oh my god, I'm gonna put my 360 in this. Nice. Right, next story
As
today.
a child.
I know. Next story today. Xbox Series X loses another big exclusive launch window game. Obviously, when I say loses an exclusive, because I think they were supposed to launch this when the actual machine was launched. I don't think they've actually lost it, but Xbox Series X and S have lost another launch window console exclusive. It was going to be for Crossfire X. This was going to be a free-to-play multiplayer shooter. Kind of like Counter-Strike, no? Was that the kind of game it was like?
I think so.
Like it had some remnants of it. But anyway, it was being developed by two companies, by the way. The actual single-player campaign was going to be done by Remedy. So these are the guys who did Control and Alan Wake and what the fucking game they did. But they're a good company for the solo campaign, so that was really interesting for me. And then while South Korean developer Smilegate was working on the free-to-play multiplayer as well. So now it's been delayed to 2021 at some point. So that doesn't say exactly when, but I reckon it'll be in the first half. I don't see it coming out later than that.
It's like Xbox, come on. Even your shit games are not even coming out.
Well, you know, I'm interested because Remedy's behind it. That's it. Because I do like all their games. They've Quantum Break. That was the game I was thinking. Couldn't think what it was. Quantum Break was a good game. Control was a fucking good game. I loved Control. Alan Wake was brilliant. So I really want to see what they've come up with this one. And it looks like a big first-person shooter thing.
Yeah, but you know, it didn't like residue any hype for it. So I don't know. Might be good. Might be shit. But still, like, have something, Xbox. Give me something. Even Forza, you couldn't give me. Forza? Couldn't give me a new Forza this year. Sad.
It's all right. But all honesty, I'm happy with the last one. You know what I mean? I think they should give Forza a break. Even like the last Sony one. What's Sony's one called? I always say no,
Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo. That's right. Yeah, fuck, I forgot what it was called just then. No, like the last Gran Turismo. I got so bored in that. I just think it was just it was more like a fucking graphical
sim
demo.
game.
Yeah, it was just it wasn't even a game. It was just like look how nice it is. It's like it's nice, but it just had no soul, man. It was just boring as fuck. So I really hope they do something better with this new one coming out.
Look, there's a lot of hardcore sim guys who play sim, but I understand. Do that. Like, I have no problem, but maybe they should like do like here's the issue. The who owns the one who makes Gran Turismo? I forgot his name.
Yeah, it's like yeah, it's like what do you Konishiwa? Fucking.
His name is Kazunori.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah. So Kazunori would drop dead if before he would like make something like Horizon, because he's a perfectionist, right? He wants the most realism of the realistic. He wants you to feel like you're gonna lick the cars. That's like that's his vision. So it's like I understand that, but like come on, give it to someone else. Like give it another director. He would like make us like a fun game. I'm not saying it's not fun.
I think that's what we need.
Not fun.
That's what we need. Because man, Gran Turismo, the last one was just I think I installed it. I played it. I think the only thing I liked about it was because it was VR as well. It had VR. It was VR playable, and even that was like, okay, I feel sick to take it off. I was like, I feel ill. I'm not, it doesn't do anything anymore for me. I don't know, man. I need some fun. I need some. That's why I loved the last Forza game. It was fucking cool. It was such a good game, that one.
Yeah. The issue about Gran Turismo is that I used to love Gran Turismo on the PS1 and PS2.
And they were good. They were more arcadey.
Exactly, because the more technology is advancing, the more Kazunori is able to perfect his realism of the cars. So the better the tech, the more realistic the car the game is becoming. And for that to be fun, you have to get the steering wheel and the gear shifts, and that costs like $800. Like I'm not kidding. With if you have a pro, gearing steers and everything, like you feel like actually driving an actual car, and it's fun that way. But someone with the controllers, like, so it doesn't work anymore because it's too realistic now. Like it worked on PS2 because it was kind of realistic but kind of arcadey, so it worked. But now it's like too much,
Well, let's see anyway. I mean, we are hitting a new generation now, so you never know. Something might have sparked something new. You know what I mean? And because now with these new generation graphics and stuff, you might, oh wow, you know what I mean? You might really get into it. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I was thinking about getting Dirt 5. For the next gen, but I didn't. I don't know. I haven't read reviews yet. I'm gonna start. I'll start having a look probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Yeah, cool. Right, we got a couple more stories quickly. Let's get into these. Bethesda games might not be Xbox exclusive, but according to Microsoft, it will be best on the Microsoft systems. I think this was due to I think this was an interview or something or a statement. Brought out about them, of course, taking Bethesda, but they're saying that the games are not going to be exclusive because they are eventually going to come out on PlayStation. They are going to come out on PC, but they're saying they will be best on Microsoft systems, which is understandable. They want the best for their machines, which is fair enough. So, I mean, how much did they buy them for? You said
$7.5 billion.
Billion, not million, billion,
billion,
billion. So, games like Wolfenstein, Doom, Elder Scrolls, fair enough. They're going to look good on whatever games you're playing, but apparently they're going to look better on your Xbox.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna play all of the Bethesda games on the Series X because Game Pass.
Fair enough. But mind you, Bethesda do have some titles coming out on PlayStation as well, which is Deathloop. and Ghostwire Tokyo, which is something I'm looking into, which I'm looking forward to. If I think it's going to be the game I think it's going to be, unless it's just really shit. I don't know. We'll have to see. But it looks like a kind of like a horror / cyberpunky thing, which I'm kind of into. So let's see how that goes. Right. I think you got one more story left. I think is it this last one? Two more, is it? Where are we? Damn, I can't even fucking see. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is already full of cheats. This is Cold War, right? You're talking about more. Yeah. Why is it full of cheaters? What have they been doing? Is it the same thing that was happening with Modern Warfare?
Same fucking thing. Same.
I had a feeling.
Goddamn thing. Fucking
Idiots.
Activision. And you want $70? And you want $70 for this shit? How about you fucking amp up your security and stop fucking cheaters, cheating the game? Why would stop focusing on sending us skins and guns and fucking, do whatever extra stuff we don't care about, and focus on the cheater part.
They need to come up with some kind of an anti-cheat something to combat these fucking because it doesn't make the game fun, to be honest, at all.
I mean they did in a way, but the weird part is like if you use a third party software, let's say to like Fraps or whatever, to check out the frames on the left side, they would ban you because they think that you're using the software to cheat, but you're not actually cheating. Or let's say you're using a key binding software because you like key bind some buttons. Let's say if your mouse has a couple of buttons, you can key bind them on it. So they would think you're cheating. They would ban you also, but you're not actually cheating. So there was an issue about that. I don't know. PC gamers suck. That's why I play on consoles. I remove crossplay so I don't fucking get sniped. Like, how did I get sniped? On the head. I saw the kill cam. He shot my leg.
Cool. And let's get into your final one today. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. How do you pronounce that? Ivor? Ivor. Well, anyway, the actor who records the voice has said that he's finished the first DLC, which is called Wrath of the Druids, which is due out for spring 2021. I still haven't played Assassins yet, but I think on Amazon in Dubai, I saw it on sale for like $40 for PS4, and you were telling me that I can upgrade it, right, for the PS5?
Yes.
Yes, so I think I am going to do that. I think I'm just going to get it on PS4 and then just do the upgrade on PS5 and start playing. Because I just want to play the game. I'm not really bothered about anything else.
Well, you have watched my review, so you know if it's good or not.
No, I'm sure it's going to be good. But all honesty, I didn't finish Odyssey yet.
Yeah, I'm still playing Odyssey now. I'm playing right now Odyssey.
Did you finish Valhalla?
Nope.
No, but you went back to Odyssey.
Yeah, because I'm keeping all of the next gen games for when my PS5 arrives eventually.
Okay.
Hopefully,
so
yeah.
Eventually, you're gonna you're gonna carry on from where you left off with Valhalla.
Yeah. It's like, do you know I have so many PS5 games without a PS5. I have Demon Souls. I have Watch Dogs Legion, AC Valhalla. I have.
You have Demon Souls? When did you get that one?
My friend bought it for me for my birthday.
Like a digital one or a physical copy?
Yeah, digital one.
So you have it waiting, yeah? That's good.
Yeah, it's like it's in my library, just watching me.
Just sat looking at you like, hey man, I'm over here.
I have No Man's Sky, PS5. It's a PS5 game now.
Yeah.
What do I have also? I have
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can I say that or not?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay, you gave me that one, so I got the remastered one and Miles Morales. I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy. Cause here's the thing, cause it's so hard to buy games here now in Lebanon. It's like, cause there's limit on the cards, and I cannot spend my money.
Well, at least now when you get your PS5, you're going to have so many games to play, which is good. So it'll keep you busy until like at least for the first couple of months.
Dude, I have Cyberpunk also. Guys, it's like,
Yeah. This is something I've already mentioned to everybody. Cyberpunk, I don't give a fuck if they tell me it's $100. I'm going
Alexa,
to buy
shut
that
up.
game. Hey?
Sorry, Alexa was talking to me.
I heard something.
Right, so I also have one more PS5 game, but I cannot say what it is. Embargo.
Why not? Embargo?
Mm.
I'll tell you what, tell me and then just edit it out.
No, I'll tell you. When we end the show.
You finish, alright, and then you tell me, alright, go on then.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, do you have any beef?
No, not really. I did have one crash with the PlayStation 5 actually, but it's not really beef because I was playing Demon Souls and it just literally, it just kind of like froze and then just stopped, kind of kicked me out. I went back and it just started up again, so I didn't even restart the console. So that was the only issue I've had.
And did it happen again?
No, not really. Probably because I was playing Demon Souls for like maybe 4 hours.
So what?
Like I don't know. It's, when you play console, I don't usually play consoles for more than a couple of hours usually, but I don't know.
So what? The console should at least it should handle 24-hour gaming. It's built for that. They tested it. I don't know. There's a lot of games are crashing.
This is why they're not inviting you to do their games testing, because they know that the fucking thing's gonna crash. No. This one plays for a long time. Don't let him touch it. This one, no. Don't let him touch the fucking Xbox or the PlayStation. It'll fucking set on fire. He's been playing for a week straight. It'll set on fire, and you're going, "What's going on? I thought it was built for this."
Especially when I get into the grinding groove. Like when I get to the groove, I don't stop. Yesterday, I grind for 6 hours in the Assassin's Creed Odyssey. What I usually do is I turn off my brain. I don't focus on the game anymore because it's repetitive. What I do is that I watch some podcast, I listen to podcasts, and I focus on the podcast, and my body just like plays the game without me focusing on the game. I just listen to the podcast. So that's
when you're doing the grind thing, right?
Yeah, that's when for the trophies, baby. Trophies.
Oh, I can't do the trophies. That sounds like too much
platinum.
That seems like a pain in the ass for me.
Pain and misery is my joy.
Right. Cool. So I think we're going to finish off. So don't forget, if you would like to check out the shows online, you can find our YouTube channel and also check us out on Instagram, which is Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast. Definitely join me on my Instagram page, which is @ClintMaximus. And where can people find your lovely body, Chris?
You can find my lovely body and my sexy face and my left ass cheek.
Your left ass cheek.
that looks like Clint, which we talked about the other day.
That's our conversations, unfortunately, is my left ass cheek looks like your left ass cheek.
I took a big poop today, so it was a big one. That's our conversation.
That's amazing.
At Taporian, that's TAPORIAN. At Taporian, it's also the same on Instagram. Also, subscribe us on YouTube. Go on YouTube, subscribe us. Even if you don't listen on YouTube, we have more listeners on the podcast app. I know you're listening to us right now. I know you are. So what you do right now is you open the YouTube app. You write, "Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast?" You see the beef logo, it's a cow, you would know it's us. You click subscribe and you like the videos. Every subscribe counts. Thank you. Yep.
All right. Right, you have a good day, mate, and I will see you a bit later. Bye-bye.
You're not going to do the thing or not? You do the thing
at the count
without
of 3.
Me.
No.
No.
1, 2, 3. Just 1, 2, 3. Done.
Without me, just
I'm going to do it. I'm going to shout 1, 2, 3. You're either there or not. It doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Beef out.
Beef out.
It still can't even get it on. Fuck you. Nice.
Okay, whatever. Bye.
Bye.
Follow us on Instagram at Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast.